Hi guys, thank you for joining me. It's Anushka here with your astrology update for February. Before I go into the video, just to mention, for those of you who are interested in seeing more from me, tarot readings and updates and articles and some of my artwork as well, those of you who want to support me, head over to Patreon. I've just started up a Patreon page and I'll be sharing my esoteric artwork. I'll be doing impromptu readings and sharing all kinds of stuff on there, so I'd really appreciate it if you headed over there and just show me some love. Okay, on with your reading. Hi Taurus. So 2019 February, okay. This month is prepping you for the massive shift that you're going to undergo later on in March. This is about, you're going to get a taste for this. It's going to be this desire that starts to spring forward to have more freedom, to expand, to experience change, which for some Taurians can be a little bit scary, you know, but you are going to have to get used to it because 2019 is changing you. You are going to evolve. You're going to have to adapt to new experiences, new places, new people, new understandings of yourself, because Uranus is going to be going into your sign and wanting to liberate you of whatever is outdated in your life, wanting to break open new doors for you, okay, boot them down. So the energy of February is almost like ramping you up for this and getting you prepped for this. It's really time to shake things up. Over the past 7 years, that Uranus has been in your 12th house, so there's been a lot of karmic activity for you, Taurus, okay? There's been psychological shake-ups and maybe some unsettling things on the psychological level. There's been karmic things to deal with. You might have had issues with your sleep as well, your sleep pattern. Spirituality may have brought you sudden awakenings and sudden insights and put you onto a completely different path, right? So you've been kind of being prepped on a subconscious level by Uranus. He's been working on you in very unseen kind of ways, preparing you for this next 7-year period where he's really it's gonna be very obvious the way in which he works with you, okay? So this is cool, all right? So, but it's nice because you're kind of getting eased into the energy. Jupiter is up there in your your 8th house, which is of course about intimacy and your shared resources and sex and taxes and taboo things. So really luck and opportunity comes through being able to be generous with your lovers, or lovers, like you've got a few of them, I don't know, maybe you do, with your lover or your close relationships. You know, you get good things by going deep with yourself, with others, with things. You can gain a lot through intimate contacts, through sharing and having someone else share with you. Okay, so that's kind of like the overall theme that I wanted to talk about. So let's get into the dates. So on the 2nd, we have Venus trine Uranus, okay? So for you, this is between your 8th and 12th houses. So it's going to be private energy. This can be very subtle in a way, but this could be a really nice time to take part in some sort of transcendental meditation class, you know. There is something intimate but yet experimental about this energy on the 2nd. On the 3rd, Venus moves into Capricorn, which for you is in your 9th house, right? So this is bringing a sense of like, it's pleasure. You get pleasure from adventure, you get pleasure from learning and exploring. So this is a great time to go traveling for those of you who think about taking a break during the winter season, if you live in the Northern Hemisphere. So great time to expand, explore, take up new studies. And of course Capricorn is one of the signs that trines you, so this is usually favorable for you anyway, regardless, okay? So you're wanting to have new experiences. This is kind of paving the way for that Uranus, right? Because you're suddenly seeing the value in having new experiences and in looking at the world in a bigger way and opening up to it more. On the 4th, we have a new moon happening in Aquarius. So this is for you, it's your 10th house. So this is going to be great for your career, for networking, and think long term, right? So be friendly, be sociable, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to market yourself in whatever way, okay? And even if it doesn't pay off straight away, this could bring in new contacts that can help you down the road. You know, this is about what possibilities, what future possibilities are there for you in terms of what you do in the world, in terms of your career. What is your dream? What do you want? Great time to set your new moon intentions. I might actually do a little video about how to do a new moon intention on my Patreon. I think I will actually. How to do new moon intentions, and also how to do like a full moon ritual as well, because it's great to work in sync with the moon. It really puts you in touch with the rhythm of life and nature and yourself as well. And I think it gives you a deeper understanding as well when it comes to astrology and what the moon signifies. Okay, so then on the 14th, Mars finally moves into your sign. So Mars has been in that 12th house, so maybe your energy levels have been a bit depleted. Maybe you just wanted more time to yourself. Now Mars going into your sign is like the go for it kind of energy. It wants you to push forward. You're going to be feeling a lot more energetic, dynamic, passionate about what you have to say, about voicing yourself, about just being you and getting out into the world. You will have a lot of energy and vigor and determination. On the 18th, Venus, and also that's the same day, it's Valentine's as well, okay? So this could see your sexual nature really ramped up, and you could have a very hot Valentine's. On the 18th, why do we always laugh about sex? It's crazy. It's so immature. Anyway, I guess it's a weird thing if you think about it, really. On the 18th, Venus and Saturn, oh gosh, on the 18th, Venus and Saturn in your 9th house have a conjunction, okay? So they're very close to each other. Venus is what we value, it's what we love, it's what we appreciate, and Saturn is about commitment and taking things seriously. So it's like you're committing on some level to expansion, to higher education. You might decide to take a course. You could be the completion, because we have that full moon that comes along later on in the month in the same area. So this could be the completion of, I think it's in Virgo, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, ignore that. But Venus here is, and Saturn here is saying, you know, you're committing to broadening your worldview, whether that's through education, whether that's through travel, just broadening your horizons. There could be an offer that comes in from somebody who is reputable, who has maybe a lot of experience in something that you're interested in going into, and they may give you some support or back you up. Or maybe an institution, I mean, if it's to do with like traveling and legal documents, you could have a win in court. Something can be favorable for you in terms of institutions with authority, okay? But this is a great time to commit to just expanding in some kind of way. Also on the 18th, the Sun moves into Pisces, so it goes into your 11th house. So networking, getting yourself out there, future plans, possibilities. This is about making alliances and collaborating with people. You're going to be a lot more sociable. You're going to be wanting to, now with Mars there in your first house as well, you've got the energy to meet people, to be dynamic, to get your word out there, and to put your points across, and you'll be well received for it. Then on the 19th, we have that full moon in Virgo. Okay, so that's for you is your for you, it's your 5th house. So this is full moon happening in your 5th house of creativity and love and romance. And I have got that right, haven't I? Yeah, I have, yeah. So, you know, this full moon as well, it trines Mars and Uranus. So this could be like feeling a sense of just fulfillment in terms of feeling like, because we've got this Uranus moving into your first house soon, this could be almost feeling like you're done with a karmic lesson, that you have now the more freedom to be yourself, to be creative, to express yourself. This could be like a wrapping up, feeling like a wrapping up of something on an emotional level, which allows you more creativity, more time for joy, more emotional freedom on some level. Okay, on the 23rd, Venus and Pluto, they get together in that 10th house of yours. In that, it's because I'm looking at Capricorn, in that 9th house of yours, Venus and Pluto get together. And so this is transforming your worldview, changing things for you, okay? This is really a desire to deeply to understand something as it relates to the wider world on a far deeper level. Maybe you're getting serious about committing to a study. Maybe you're just getting serious about, like, you feel like you haven't explored enough of the world or explored enough of life. And this is like, no, you know what? I want to experience life on a far deeper level. This can be a powerful change and can be a transformation of your values, okay? Or of your beliefs in some way, a belief system shift. So, really cool energy. Something I did want to mention about that full moon as well, which I skipped, was that as well as trining Mars and Uranus, there's going to be some tension with Saturn and Venus. And it can be that there's some sort of blockage in terms of travel plans. Maybe you have to make an adjustment. Maybe something doesn't go quite your way and there's something that needs to be looked at. But then I think when Venus comes along and, you know, cuddles up next to Pluto then on the 23rd, I feel like whatever it was that happened, if it was in some way negative on the 19th, that full moon, if that was somehow negative as it relates to your work, your health, your career, your self-expansion, it's like you make a shift, and then on the 23rd, it's like something comes about that actually is perhaps better for you in the long run. Okay, so there could be a blockage on the 19th. There could be like a authority getting in the way of how you proceed in terms of your education, legal matters, travel. But then it's almost like you work things out and there's a transformation. Maybe you go, well, actually, that wasn't the right way to go anyway, so I'm thankful for that blockage, okay? So something to be mindful of. But that's February in a nutshell for you. And I think it's really cool because it is just paving the way for this new Taurus that we're all going to see emerge over the next 7 years, which is awesome. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and join me on Patreon and catch up with me next month. Lovely. Bye.